is Reflection and Refraction by Daido Moriyama. I'm probably not necessarily the greatest Daido Moriyama fan. I have a few books though, because the few books I have I actually really like. There's a large number of books, many of which don't really do much for me, and it's of course just my personal preference. This one though, when I saw it I really liked it, and I bought it immediately. I bought it in Berlin a little while ago. I read up on it, and it said it was a compilation of photographs, self-portraits, and photographs of flowers. Now, whether that really matters for me, I don't know. I want to say it doesn't really matter that much for me, because the way this is put together is such an interesting and fascinating story of sorts. And I don't know what the story is, and I don't want to define the story, but there's really something there, an atmosphere that's being created with these photographs, many of them, well, all of them actually, following Moriyama's signature style. You can see, hopefully, in the video, a little bit about the quality of the paper. It's probably, in the video it's shinier than it is in real life. It's not very shiny at all. It's a very matte paper with really nice blacks. And this kind of printing really supports this work. So here you have photographs of his shadow. This might actually, on the computer screen, might appear more contrasty than in the book. There's always that translation when I'm showing these photo books, translation from the actual book to whatever this little camera I'm using produces. And then of course the final step is whatever your device shows you, whether it's an iPhone or an iPad or a computer screen. I mean, I'm hoping you're not watching these on an iPhone, but maybe you are, and who am I to tell you what to do? But I guess I'm with David Lynch on that one. You know, the iPhone is certainly good for all kinds of things, but I don't think it does photography much justice, certainly not looking at photo books. Well, anyway, back to this book. Going on a severe tangent here. So this book was published, I want to say, last year or a couple of years ago, I think last year. Another aspect of books, not that I want to go on another tangent, but it's actually related, is people don't really talk about it that much, but photo books usually smell. And I don't smell badly, they just have a particular smell to them. It's the ink, the combination of the ink and the paper. And some books smell more than others. And this one has this very, I don't know what it is, but it has this very interesting, this very nice smell to it. It's not like a perfume or anything, even though somebody might have a perfume idea, right? Isn't that a perfume already, a photo book perfume? Well, anyway, this, of course, is the combination of you know, turning the pages and the printing and the smell, the tactile feeling of the paper. That's all something you wouldn't be able to get on a computer or in an app or in an e-book. So I mean, these kinds of books, a book like this is a wonderful example why I believe photo books will essentially be always around. Or maybe, you know, if I'm just going to be a little bit more careful, I think they're not going to disappear in my lifetime. If they disappear afterwards, I'm not going to be around to bemoan that fact. So I'm not going to go through the whole book. I want to say that everything about this book is about perfect. The size, the printing, the feel of the paper, you know, the photographs. I've said this many times before, to make a good photo book you have to have good photographs. The This is a really perfect Daido Moriyama book for me. There are a lot of other books that I don't have, that I'm aware of, but I didn't buy or didn't get simply because they don't do so much for me. But this one really is special. Now you see there, I don't know, topics or themes in this book, so it goes beyond the initial idea that I talked about, but it does come back to it. And of course flowers, you know. There are all kinds of connections that can be made with flowers. I'm gonna leave it at that. That's a good final picture for this video at least. There are actually a whole bunch of more pictures in the book, but you can look at the book once you've bought it. This is Reflection and Refraction by Daido Moriyama.